All right, hello. Hello, Michelle. How are you doing? All right, so we're live on YouTube. Let me try to get it going on Instagram. Okay, we are. All right, so we are live on Instagram as well. If so, on YouTube, if anybody could hear me say something, and we just want to wait a little for people to just throw in on Instagram. As soon as we're ready, we will going to start. So today we are starting with the abundance spell. That is the spell. The wording of the spell itself was channeled by a gentleman named Edgar Cayce. Now, I know we living in the hyper black magic age. We don't hear. We mostly talk about Aleister Crowley and that line of occultism. But Edgar Cayce was huge in American occultism, and his influence is still being felt today. Um, Mr. Casey was known as a sleeping prophet, and he would channel messages from the Akashic record and past lives and travel the astral realm, and then he's going to say things out loud while he sleeps, and then his assistant is going to write down um, most, if not all, of what he said, and then it will be put together in books and recording and things like that. I've actually heard some of Edgar Casey's sleep talking, so to speak. Um, it was there was like a whole Edgar Cayce library with tapes and whatnot. I don't know if it is accessible online, but these tapes do exist. When I was in high school, I went through a parapsychology stage. I went through an occultism stage, and I just read everything that is available in print or in audio in the library. And there were like a large tape collections of Edgar Cayce's sleep talking. So it was pretty cool. He would also diagnose disease in his sleep, and he would also channel like recipes for potions or whatnot, or like herbal remedies. That turns out to be quite accurate in this world. So he's quite an interesting man, and certainly formed the basis of um, American occultism or American spiritualism, right? Um, and his tradition of channeling um, messages from the beyond has formed the basis for American self-help movement, as you will find that a lot of other self-help books were credited to originally credited to channeling from the beyond. Um, Now I'm sure there were other transcendental writers, or like at the time, guys like um, Carnegie or Napoleon Hill. They were also channeling messages, but they didn't say so explicitly. Edgar Cayce sort of blown open the door and welcomes um, self-help guru to channel the messages from beyond to help humanity. Um, and that tradition continues. So a lot of self-help material that you read right now, including law of attraction or the secret, or even like the Tony Robbins stuff. Yeah, most of them were once channeled by somebody. We can go through that whole lineage and history another time. So we are 4 minutes into this live stream. Um, and hopefully we have more people strolling in. That's fine. And we're going to start the abundance spell. Um, And you'll find that the wordings and the concepts in the abundance spell is being worked into all the wealth and prosperity self-help material these days. Um, at the time, it must be very out of the world and fresh to an audience. But these days, we take it as common sense, right? And it all thanks to Edgar Cayce's channeling. So, as usual, I'm going to record this on Audacity. I'm going to clean up the audio, and then we will post it on either YouTube or put it on Etsy or whatnot. I just haven't had the time. I just haven't had the time to sit down and edit all the audios, right? So here we go. And if this is your first guided meditation experience or hypnosis experience, I want you to know that at no time you'll be unconscious, at no time that you would lose aware of your surrounding. Um, it would just feel like the time you before you drift away to sleep. It is a nice and blissful feeling. Hello, FGFG. How are you doing? It is going to be a nice and blissful sensation, just like before you fall asleep. Um, if there was an emergency happening, most people would just be able to wake up and deal with that um, right away or in a normal way. Or, you won't get stuck under hypnosis. Um, if you lost track of my voice, you will just drift off into natural sleep, and then you'll wake up just like you have fallen asleep earlier. But having said that, if you have something going on in the background, it is a good time to put a stop to that. Like, for example, if you're cooking or if you're doing something that needs your attention right now, maybe stop doing that. Or if you're driving right now, maybe good to just pull over and come back to this later. Or the recording will be available on YouTube. It will be available on other social media. Yeah. Hello, Instagram is a JXO. How are you? So we are about to start the abundance spell. Many of you have already brought the abundance spell, but it was by my friend who spoke the words. Her name was Melissa King. She was actually a kindergarten teacher at the time I met her. So, if you ever had enjoyed her voice, she was a very good artist and recorded well. And a lot of people gave her very good review. And this will be obviously recorded by my voice. And it will be come with a progressive relaxation to start, and then like a full awakening at the end, just like a normal hypnosis session. Hang on a second. Let me make sure it is recording. Audacity, yes, it is recording. All right. So this is the abundance spell. Close your eyes and take a deep breath, allowing the air to fill your lungs completely. As you exhale, feel any tension in your body begin to melt away. Let your shoulders drop, your muscles relax. Trust my voice. Let it guide you into a deep state of relaxation. Focus on the sound of your breath, in and out, steady and calm. Each breath brings you deeper into relaxation, deeper into this moment. Feel the weight of your body sinking into the surface beneath you, supported and safe. Imagine a gentle, calm light beginning to glow on the top of your head. This light is soothing and comfortable, radiating warmth and peace. It slowly spreads down, enveloping your forehead, your eyes, your cheeks. Feel the light relaxing every muscle it touches, soothing away any tension or stress. Let this warm light continue to move down, flowing over your neck and shoulders. As it does, feel your shoulders release any tightness, allowing the light to flow freely. The light moves down your arms to your elbows, your wrists, your hands, your fingers, bringing a deep sense of relaxation and peace. As the light reaches your chest, feel it expanding with each breath, filling your heart with warmth and calm. This light spreads further down to your abdomen, to your stomach, to your hips, to your thighs, and your knees. With each passing moment, your relaxation deepens, your body feeling lighter and more at ease. The light moves down to your calves, your ankles, your feet, and your toes. You are now completely surrounded by this warm, soothing light, deeply relaxed and at peace. Now imagine you are standing on the top of a beautiful staircase. The steps are made of smooth, polished wood, and each step down takes you deeper into relaxation. There are 10 steps. With each step, you feel more and more at ease. Take the first step down, feeling the gentle waves of relaxation washes over you. 9, deeper and deeper. 8, more relaxed, more at peace. 7, letting go completely. 6, deeper still. 5, halfway down, feeling so calm, peaceful. 4, almost there now. 3, deeper and deeper. 2, very relaxed. 1, at the bottom now, deeply relaxed and at peace. Now that you are in this deeply relaxed state, imagine yourself in a place where you feel completely at ease and comfortable. This could be a peaceful garden, a quiet beach, or any place that brings you a sense of calm and tranquility. Take a moment to immerse yourself in this place, feeling the peace and serenity it brings. In this place of peace, you are ready to begin your journey into abundance. My voice will guide you, and you will feel the energy of abundance flowing through you. Trust my voice as we trust my voice as we continue this journey together. Feel the sound of my voice resonating deeply within you. Trust my voice as it guides you, planting a seed of abundance inside you. My voice is your path to prosperity, an organic and true connection. Feel the energy of my words inside you, vibrating and pushing out any blocks. This energy flows through you, drawing abundance to you like a magnet. As you say this to yourself, I welcome this abundance of joy and delight. In my creative imagination, I see an economic healing, a miracle manifesting in my life. I am blessed with abundance, stepping into the sunlight of prosperity. This abundance is not just for me, it flows through me, enabling me to serve and grow, to be a channel of blessing for others. Abundance is an expression of love, a deep, fulfilling love that I feel for myself and others. My touch, my energy inside you amplifies this love, making it strong and unbreakable. With each breath, I feel this love expanding, creating a blissful connection to the abundance surrounding me. To attract abundance, I think and act as someone who already has it. I smile often and easily, enjoying the small and quiet moments in life. I walk tall and proud, with a newfound sense of purpose and confidence. My actions now reflect this abundance, showing the world the new, prosperous me. I take good care of my physical appearance, but even better care of my inner self. I choose my spoken words carefully, but I am even more considerate of my unspoken words. I use positive, cheerful language often, as it reflects the deep, positive feelings inside me. I praise others for the good they do, compliment them honestly and sincerely. I thank others lavishly and do the same for myself. I welcome this new, abundant me and the joy and enjoy listening to others, knowing, knowing they enjoy listening to me as well. I find meaning and enjoyment in my work, in my service to others. Work is love in action. So I do more than I am paid for, contributing creatively and joyfully. If my current job lacks creativity and promise, I analyze my alternatives and take steps towards a rewarding new career. I carefully list all my goals, my ideals, and my plans of action. I write down what I will accomplish, how I will do it, and when it will be done. I set realistic short term goals and reasonable long term goals and go out and achieve them, often finding myself ahead of my targets. I surround myself with positive, creative, and active people. The people around me influence me, so I choose wisely those I work with, live with, and love. Positive, happy people encourage and inspire me, just as I encourage and inspire them. I clear out all excess clutters in my life. I phase out the unnecessary, give away what I no longer need, making room for blessings coming my way. I share my abundance with others, feeling the freedom and lightness of an unburdened life. I laugh often and loudly, making laughter a habit. With happiness and laughter, I attract new friends and improve my health and appearance. I laugh, and the world laughs with me, making every day brighter and more joyful. I open my doors wide when opportunities knock, welcoming them with open arms. My life is now exciting and active, filled with many blessings. Success breeds success, and abundance is abundant. In my creative imagination, I see myself attracting abundance. I review my goals and ideals, hear my friends congratulating me on my success, and feel the total enrichment already accomplished. I understand that this abundance is a growing process, the result of my creative work and efforts. I live in the eternal now, knowing I already have abundance. By joyfully welcoming and sharing this abundance with others, I increase it hundredfold. My subconscious mind remembers. My subconscious mind remembers all I have accomplished here today. It is already acting on these suggestions and visualized images positively, bringing benefits and success. As I drift back, I will return cheer headed, wide awake, refreshed, and be very, very happy. Continue to feel the presence of my voice, gently guiding you deeper into the state of abundance. My voice is with you, a spirit guide helping you embrace and manifest this abundance fully. As you begin to transition back to full awareness, remember that the calm and peace you have found here is always accessible to you. Whenever you hear my voice, you'll find it easy to return to this deep state of relaxation and tranquility. I will continue to guide you in your dreams, filling them with abundance you desire. As you slowly awaken, take with you the profound sense of gratitude and thankfulness. Feel this gratitude for the abundance already present in your life and for the opportunities that are continuously coming your way. Let this feeling of thankfulness fill your heart and mind, becoming part of your daily experience. When you awaken, you'll feel a surge of energy, vibrant and alive. This energy will fuel your this energy will fuel your productivity, making you feel eager and ready to accomplish your task with enthusiasm and joy. I will now count from 1 to 5, and with each number, you'll feel more awake, more alert, more energized. As I count, allow yourself to gently rise from this state, bringing with you all the positive feelings and suggestions you have received. 1. Beginning to feel the energy returning to your body, starting at your toes and moving upwards. 2. Feeling more awake as the energy continues to rise, filling your legs and hips with vitality. 3. Becoming more alert as the energy flows into your torso, your chest, your arms. 4. Almost fully awakened now as the energy fills your neck, your face, and your head. And 5. Fully awakened now, feeling refreshed, energized, and ready to take on the day with a renewed sense of purpose and productivity. Open your eyes now, feeling wonderful, vibrant, filled with a deep sense of gratitude. Know that you can easily return to this state whenever you hear my voice, and that I will continue to guide you toward abundance in your dreams. And so it is done. All right, so take a moment to come back to this room and feel good. So that was the abundance spell. I think it was written as the Abundance Creed by Edgar Cayce. Once again, all those words were channeled from the Akashic record or from his past life. And I guess like he channeled most of these words and concepts, and then it was put together later on a later date. But as you can see, even though the Abundance Creed was written in the 1930s, it still has a lot of relevance today. Oh, hello on Instagram. It's a JXO. Glad you like it. So all those words were once channeled from the astral plane, I guess. I don't know if Edgar Cayce called it the astral plane, but it is definitely a higher consciousness, they call it. At the same time, Carl Jung was writing about the collective unconscious, and Edgar Cayce have used that term that he channeled as like a collective unconscious and bring humanity a lot of these wisdom. And as you can tell, a lot of the concepts in the Abundance Creed are the basis of law of attraction and self-help movement, or the gratitude and or the subconscious notion about manifestation. Um, a lot of even clinical hypnosis stuff. Um, the concepts you don't find until like in the 80s and 90s and even today was already written in the Abundance Creed that was channeled in the 1930s. Hello, Tanya J. How are you? So I hope, Tanya, do you have a chance to enjoy the Abundance Creed session? So yeah, so that was the idea. So do you have any questions about black magic, occult, Edgar Cayce, self-help movement, law of attraction? We can get a discussion happening on Instagram. 1113 ENKI ask, how can I activate a sigil? It depends on what you use the sigil for. What kind of sigil is it, my friend? I'm just trying to see if he's still there. So it's a sunny morning in Boston. Um, so how's it at where you are? How's the weather there? How's the weather in Hong Kong and Singapore? I think it was like a typhoon in Hong Kong, right? If I'm not mistaken. So the Abundance Creed, the Abundance Spell, if you are just joining us, I put that into a recording and put it on sale on Etsy. And of course, I will come to follow by a spell, a quick spell that was cast with Sandalphone. And it was one of the best sellers on Etsy for a long time. And we got a lot of 5-star reviews from that. So I guess we have to thank Edgar Cayce for his channeling. And actually, I have a lot of clients that came back and tell me of the success stories that after listening, and not just listening, right? After doing what the spell wants you to do, like programming your mind to attract abundance, many of my clients ended up in a much better place financially, and realistically financially more abundance, right? Like, well, at least they're in a better position to make decisions about their own financial life, right? Many people wish when they pay for or buy a abundance spell, they expect like an overnight kind of success. Like after a week or so, they expect, they transform themselves from in debt to like a billionaire. That doesn't really happen. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but like in my experience, the abundance spell is going to attract you to opportunities and a new mindset to money. And through that, you gradually take it one day at a time. You find better way to work, you find better job opportunities, or you find better side gigs, or if you're on a business, you find new ways to improve your business, new ways to greet your customers and such. And then little step at a time, you start to transform yourself. And next thing you know, you're in a different financial orbit than you were before. So on YouTube, FGFG said, not really to Hong Kong, the typhoon only passed by far away, heavy rain yesterday. Today had sunshine, so surprised. Oh, that's great. And Tanya J said was raining in Hong Kong and it was sunny today. Okay, that's great. Nice to see the sun back out. It's really hot in Hong Kong now. It's not so bad here in Boston. Like right now, it's about 20 degrees, so which is like the perfect temperature. It's going to be like 28 and 29 degrees later today, so this is like perfect temperature to be outside. Yeah. So, any other questions on how to make money with magic and things like that? 29 in Hong Kong. Okay, that's perfect. Is it humid in Hong Kong these days? There's so many things you can do in Hong Kong. To go on nature walks, to go on boats. So much fun in Hong Kong. Hot in the afternoon, and now it is okay. Oh, okay, that's better, Tanya J. Yes, every day raining. I guess Hong Kong people like to go outside more often, right? You guys are always like outside and going places. Over here, we're just chilling in our apartment. If it's nice enough, we will go sit in our backyard. And if it's really nice, we have barbecue and things. So we don't really go out that often. That is true, Taina J. Taina J said people have better energy with sunshine. Yes, that is very true. People are nicer too, like they smile more often and things like that. SAJXO on Instagram said, what's the abundance spell called? It's just called the Abundance Creed by Edgar Cayce. Like you're supposed to recite that out loud over and over again. It's very well published. You can like Google it and it will pop right out. Hong Kong people like to go to Shenzhen, the China city next to Hong Kong. Okay, that's great. Much cheaper things, right? I guess. It's so developed in Shenzhen now. Like when I went to Shenzhen when I was really young, like 5, 6 years old, and there was like water buffalo and farms and things like that, and rice field. The train has like no air conditioning, so it was like a hot mess. That's what I remember about Shenzhen. It's a JXO said, thank you. Yes. And I would encourage you to look up more on Edgar Cayce. When I was younger, and when I was in high school, I went through like a occult stage, and I read everything Edgar Cayce has to offer. And he has guided meditation tape by him. I don't know if it's available for sale, but it was available in the library. And there was a time when we still have cassette tapes, and I listened to those Edgar Cayce cassette tapes when I sleep every night. Um, that was a good time. So when all the kids are like listening to music and rapping and doing all the fun stuff, I will be listening to Edgar Cayce. Yeah. Yeah, but definitely look up Edgar Cayce. You're going to love his work. It is also the foundation of modern occultism. So, like, you'll find that a lot of ideas that you're reading right now actually came from Edgar Cayce. And when that happens, you're going to say, oh, I see. So that's what they mean in the new books. And a lot of modern authors don't even know that their writing and their teaching came from Edgar Cayce. I have to enlighten them, which they don't find it helpful. FGFG says Shenzhen now developed even more better than Hong Kong. Really? HK people always go to Shenzhen. Really? That sounds crazy. HK people don't like to stay in Hong Kong. Every weekend go to Macau and Shenzhen. Oh, Macau is nice with all the new casinos and things like that. Hey, Shops World on IG. Shops World, you missed the abundance spell. You may have to go back and listen to it again. Hello, Aaron666. Here you are on YouTube. How are you? Yeah, so going back to Macau. Macau must be really nice now. I haven't been to Macau since I haven't been to Macau since like forever. Before they open up the casino license. I guess they must be like crazy by now. I guess Macau is even crazier than Vegas, right? Aaron can tell you about Vegas. Aaron666 said, hey, Dion, just did a ritual and below. Oh, that's great. How did it go, my friend? FGFG said, I go to Shenzhen every week. Oh, that's great. That's great. So much cheaper up there, huh? Still big more than and big malls. That's great. Do they speak English in Shenzhen, or do you need to speak Mandarin? I think Hong Kong is great because like you speak English. Like you can get by without knowing Chinese. Whereas if you go to like most other Asian cities, you're kind of stuck. Actually, these days, I guess like any languages is good, right? With like Google Translate, and you can take a picture and it will translate for you. So traveling has become a lot easier with AI. Aaron666 says, I'm trying my hardest to see and hear Belial and the spirits that are here. Were you able to decipher any messages from them? Mandarin only in Shenzhen, maybe a little Cantonese. Oh, okay. So I guess you speak fluent Mandarin then. A lot of, to my surprise, a lot of Americans, like non-Asian looking people, actually can speak Mandarin, but they don't know any kanji, or what do you call those, like Chinese written words. They could speak fluently because they learn the pinyin, the English translations. So like they would look at a page of Chinese letters and they would have no idea what's going on, but they can speak the language fluently because it's the English phonetics that they were reading out. Tanya J said Google Translate is useful. That's great. Yes, very useful. Like ever since Google Translate was invented, like like I can speak any language now, or you can speak any language. And with AI, like we can speak any language fluently now. Like I don't speak Mandarin, but I can like create a recording, a video with me speaking fluent Mandarin with AI or any language. Aaron666 says, do you have any messages, Dion, from the spirits? Well, you didn't ask a question. You have to ask a question, my friend. And it's not like they have, it's not like they have random messages. And also, like, if you're practicing magic for real, they may not speak to you during the ritual, right? But afterwards, you're gonna see a lot of clues in your life. You have to look for like these slight changes in energy, and they're going to add up to a message. They open up a path that you feel that inkling to follow. Does below Azazel or Marbles have any messages? They just encourage you to keep doing the rituals and look for changes in your life and take advantage of these opportunities. It's not like they're very chatty, right? You get what I'm saying? Like they will tell you, they will come find you if they have something important to tell you. And you have to like keep doing what you're doing to the point of absolute exhaustion, and then they'll come up and put it together, right? They say you haven't done enough for them to put these messages together for you. Like when Einstein took messages from the astral realm, he has already done millions of hours of calculations and physics, right? And then all the spirits have to do is come in and just put a few ideas in his head, and then it's good to go. So you have to do that much work before their messages will make sense to you. You get what I'm saying? FGFG said, talking about abundance, working with Mammon is good. I think quick money. Oh, that's great. Please share your story with Mammon, my friend. Aaron666 said, thank you, my friend. How are you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. It's nice weather here in Boston. Nice clear sky, not too hot, not too dry. Perfect weather for me to stay home and do paperwork. I guess I have to go outside sometimes. I have to go outside and throw away all the boxes Amazon had delivered into my apartment. See, being a black magician is not as exciting as most people think. Aaron666 said, I'm doing more work. I'm going to order a scrying mirror. Oh, yeah? That's great. Do you think it's necessary? You can scry on anything, my friend. A scrying mirror is helpful for interior decoration. And if you really like the design, if you really like the product, then buy it. Is it necessary? No, not really. You may want to spend your money on other things. Any black surfaces? Do you have like you own any onyxes? Like anything that is like a dark colored crystal or something? I mean, yeah, feel free to buy anything. I'm just saying that there's no need to rely on gadgets. Yeah, obsidian is fine. Obsidian is great. I have a obsidian ball here that is pure black. It's easier if it is like really, really dark and you have just the minimal lighting in the background, or else you'll be staring into the light. And like I said, a lot of the messages may not come through the scrying session at all. Um, but it will make sense on a later date. Tiny J said, need to keep working with spirits. That's great. We all need to do better on that. How's Asmodee treating you, my friend? Are you still working with Asmodee, or do you have like a different with now? FG said, I don't work with my mom directly, but having some ritual services with him, yes, I got financial help. That's great. That is great. Actually, from my research, Jesus also said the word Mammon. So there's this compilation of things that Jesus actually said. Like what you read in the gospel are kind of embellished. Like most of the gospel are just like broken scraps of writings and then put together on a later date. So there's a scholarly activity, the scholarly disciplines to figure out what Jesus, the true words that Jesus actually said. Mammon was one of them. It just means greed or like a hunger for money. So it means greed in Hebrew, from what I've been told. Aaron666 said, I saw an orb the other day, my friend, in my house. Oh, I saw an orb the other day, my friend, in my house. I was grateful. Okay, that's great. Can you describe the orb for us? Tanya J said, working with the same spirit. Okay, that's great. I can tell that your life has made a lot of changes since you started working with the same spirit. And that is great. I'm happy you're able to connect with the spirit that you like most. A lot of people will be switching spirits from time to time. And I think it is really special that you found the perfect spirit for you to work with. That in itself is worth a lot. Tanya. Aaron666 said, I saw it in the living room. Same with me. That's great. And did you find your life changed in any way since you have met the orb in your living room, Aaron? Oh. Oh, by the way, if you guys have like a suggestion for the next week's hypnosis guided meditation session or a topic you want me to cover, feel free to write it here or send me a DM later on. I know the topics that interest me, but I have to guess what topics interest other people, and I'm open to suggestions. Aaron666 says, I learned they are protectors. Oh, that's great. That's great. I can tell you're well protected, my friend. Good energy coming from Nevada. So no spiritual warfare today. Spiritual warfare people have been missing for the last 3 weeks. I wonder where they have been. They are busy. I guess this is the perfect weather to do LARPing, right? Maybe like back in February, it was like too cold to go out and LARP with the styrofoam swords. And now they can like all dressed up in their cosplay costumes and LARP at each other. Aaron666 said, I am grateful. I have so much love and respect for these spirits. That's great. I think you're on the right path. And, pay closer attention to your opportunities. I know I keep saying that, right? I'm just saying it from my experience and the opportunities I missed because I didn't pay close enough attention. And if I just, make one or two decisions better, I would be billionaire by now. And that didn't happen. So I'm passing on my wisdom to you so you don't have to make the same mistake. FGFG said, Dion, I work also good with my spirit guides. They are with me every day. Keep it secret. You know who I am working with. Okay. That's great. I am glad that things are working out for you. Happy that it is taking you to places. Oh, I brought a deck of tarot card, finally. I guess customers are always right? At some point when everybody keep asking me to do tarot reading, then by me not doing it, I'm just throwing away money. So I guess, I will start doing it at some point. FGFG, you should do more tarot readings too. Like, there's so many people asking for it. How many tarot decks? How many tarot decks do you have, my friend? I heard you keep buying it. And Tanya, how many decks of tarot cards do you have? FGFG said, I always do oracle cards reading. That's great. Glad it is working for you. Oh, wow, you have 40 plus oracle cards. Aaron says, awesome, FG. Yes, that's true. Awesome. Hey, FG, you should do like YouTube videos, right, on your collections of tarot cards. I bet it will be very popular. And do it in Chinese. You could be like the buying guide for tarot cards. And then you can put like an affiliate link. You can put an affiliate link in your YouTube videos. So when people buy tarot cards from your recommendation, you get like you get a commission. And you can make money just on talking about your tarot cards. Tiny J said, after working with the spirits, I feel I am protected by him. Oh, that's great. That's great. I can feel your protection aura is a lot stronger than before. FGFG gave like a laughing face. But seriously, consider that, man. You are like a concierge of tarot cards now. Aaron666 said, mine is strong to write. I feel it. Oh, that's great. I can feel it. It's very strong as well. Tiny J said, very fortunate. That's great. FGFG said, I am so confident in oracle card reading. I can see that too, my friend. I can see that your confidence is strong and your power is growing. Aaron said, I'm grateful for the protection. That's great. You are all very well protected by your spirit guide. That is true though. Like most of the time we receive protection and we didn't even know it, right? There are so many things that could go wrong in our lives. and we don't really know it, right? And there were so many spirit there to save us from all the disaster that could happen to us, all the random things that could happen. And we watch the news every day. There are like unlimited amount of accidents and bad things happening to good people. And without the spirit guides, we won't survive in this world for a minute. So it's good that we are all acknowledging our uh, it's good that we're all acknowledging our protections. Tanya J said, I don't know the number of my oracle and tarot cards. Maybe I'll tell you next time. Ah, I can tell you big collections too, right? Tanya J said, I'm getting stronger in reading oracle and tarot cards. I can tell your ability is growing, my friend. You're going to be Dark Witch Tanya pretty soon. If you're already Dark Witch Tanya, and you're growing more powerful if each and every day. I can't talk today. I guess I need more coffee. Uh, Aaron 666 said, people like curse for no reason. And nowadays, it's a crazy world we live in. That is true. Well, like I said, Aaron, if you are doing your spirit's work, you are walking the path that the spirits opened up for you, and you are doing truly creative work, doing the God's will, then you're immune to curses. Okay said, hello, okay. Okay said, FG, Fallen is your friend, right? You guys can sort that out. Okay said, I started working with fairies lately. If you know what they are. Well, tell us what they are, my friend. I have an idea, but when it comes to occults, people say one thing and expect the definition to be one way, and it comes out to be another. FGFG said, okay, no. Tiny J said, my collection is getting bigger. Yes, it's true. What other occult toys do you guys have, Tanya and FGFG? It sounded like you guys went on a shopping spree. Do you guys buy it off Amazon? Etsy is a good place. I want to buy one. FGFG said IMAX. You know where I got my tarot cards? It was actually a bookstore. I was walking around a bookstore. Oh, hello, Cersei. How are you? I was walking around a bookstore and I came across like the tarot section that I never noticed before, and like something about that one deck was like speaking to me. Like I never thought about buying my own tarot cards deck. I had one. I had like an angel card deck. It was for a movie prop, and then for like a photo shoot with a model, and then this model said, "Oh wow, this is really nice." And me being a woman, a pleaser, I feel, "Oh, yeah, take it." And so that's how I had my deck of angel card and lost my deck of angel cards. So I went to good causes. So like on I think 2 days ago, I came across this like small deck, right? And it wasn't that expensive. It was like $10. And then that card keeps saying that, oh, really need to do tarot dart. You really need to do tarot readings. And I thought about it, and then, hey, I just wasted more money than $13 on lunch, right? So like, why not just buy this deck? And I guess the good part about tarot reading is it's a good party prop. You can take it to parties, when you yank out a deck of tarot cards, you'll be the center of attention, right? Whereas in like all the other occult stuff, let's sign a blood contract here right in the party. That's not going to fly. Let's summon Satan in the middle of a party. That's not going to fly. But like if you yank out a deck of tarot cards, you're going to make a lot of friends. So that's what I'm going to do. On top of maybe do some readings on Etsy or whatnot, just to get the energy flowing again. So Cersei, IG said, "Hi, I'm well. Hope you're doing well too." Yeah, I'm doing well, Cersei. We have you've missed the abundance spell earlier. So if you go to YouTube and look up this live session later on, at the beginning of the session, you're going to get the abundance spell, a hypnosis recording from start to finish. So you're going to like it. My nostrils all clog up now for no reason. I'm breathing. I'm always breathing fine when I'm not doing live cast, and the moment I start doing my live cast, I can't breathe. Okay, so OK said there are beings on Greek's pantheon that rule over revenge, violence, anger, power, and basically all the names suggest they punish harshly any wrongdoings and represents the darker side of justice. Okay, yeah, if that's your thing. OK said it's like Free Women. And Tiny J, you are doing any tarot readings by chance? I'll be happy to get one. All right, so you got a customer there. Cersei said, I'll check it out later. Oh, hello, Kenan Ichiro, my friend. How are you doing on IG? So we are both live on IG and YouTube. So if you see like messages, hey, Child of Lucy, hey, Tamara. So we are both live on IG and YouTube. So if you hear me read a line that you don't see on your screen, that means I'm reading off the other platform. Cersei said, do you think the breathing is energy you're picking up on? Oh, it could be the energy I'm picking up on, or all the incense and candle lighting in the background that is giving me respirational problems. Because I can't turn on the air filter with this mic on, or else it's going to sound really, really bad on your end. So I have to turn off all the air filters. Maybe that's why I'm always choking up when I'm live streaming. Hello, Tamara. How are you doing, my friend? Thank you for joining the live stream. How's your ankle? So on YouTube, Ouija board I have. Oh, did I send you the funny Ouija board meme? Never use it because I don't need to be connected with spirits. Well, you kind of need like a bunch of friends to play with that, right? With the Ouija board. Tiny J said, my friend asked me to do tarot card reading for her. Oh, that's great. Tiny J OK said, Tiny, if you're able to give any tarot reading, tell. Well, okay, you need to pay her a lot of money, my friend. She's very famous. Tiny J said, okay, have you asked your spirit? Okay, Dion, what offerings will you suggest to get closer to the fairies? It depends what you want to achieve, my friends. Aaron 666 says, I have Marvelous energy, so it's like he gives you a big hug and tells you things will get better. That is very true. Tiny J said, can you can use oracle cards too? Yes, you can do that. Okay, said Tanya, do you have Discord by any chance? Okay, I have achieved closer connections to them, Dion. Okay, that's great. To the furries. Um, if it is like put a dagger on it. That's what I hear. Get like a nice dagger and use it as an offering for the furries. A dagger, like a knife, like a short knife. Well, if it is like a war spirit, they like weapons. Aaron666 said, Dion, I have an altar for Azazel, Marvis, and Belial. Okay, that's great. Very happy that you are putting so much work into your occult practice. FGFG said, I love using Oracle card to ask my spirit guide questions. FGFG said they are pleased to answer. Okay, that's great. I'm glad you have such a good connections with your spirit guides. Okay said, yeah, they like knives. That's true. Yes. And just be careful when you clean your altar, you have like a live edge on it, so you don't cut yourself. Hey, Riku, how are you? On IG. So you guys on IG, you guys have missed the abundance spell earlier in the session. So you can go to YouTube and then go back to the beginning, and you can hear that all over again. So we're both live on IG and YouTube. So if you hear me read off a line that you don't see on your screen, that means I'm reading off the other platform. Rico, how I pronounce that right? Is that good? Okay, that's great. How are you doing this morning? Is it nice and sunny where you are? If you haven't figured out, I'm in Boston, so it's like nice and sunny over here. Not too hot, not too cold. Great day to be outside. Even though I'll be spending most of my day indoor. Maybe I'll just just go outside just for a little bit. Tanya J said, FGFG, what kind of Oracle cards are you using recently? FGFGs, you can write like a guidebook on tarot cards and put it on sale on Amazon. I bet you're going to be very popular. Rico said, I'm also from the East Coast. She said, yes. Oh, that's great. Is it nice out there where you are? I really need to go outside more often. Rico on IG said it is sunny. Nice, nice, very nice. Do you guys live close by the water? Like you get to go on beaches and whatnot where you live? Rico said, I'm the one that recently ordered the lipstick. Yes, I know who you are. Thank you for the order. Rico said, yes, I'm from Greenwich. Nice, nice. A lot of rich people there. What is your ethnicity? Just curious. That's a good question, and it will be answered in time. What Could you take a guess? I've had all kind of guesses about my ethnicity, from David Beckham to Caribbean black to South Asian to aliens. That's a good guess. We will keep that up in the air. FGFG said on YouTube, I have dagger. That's true. That's great. Yeah, see if you can make an offering of that. But once you make the offer of your dagger, you can't use it though. Or you can use it for self-defense or whatnot. But you don't want to like use that to like make lunch. You know what I'm saying? Like you can only use that for spiritual purposes. And if they give you permission. So don't cut your sandwich with the dagger you have already offered. Tiny J said, FGFG, what kind of oracle cards are you using recently? Oh, I have already read that, huh? Vegas here gets hot to be 100 in the day. Do you like it that hot, Aaron? I guess like it is dry heat in Vegas, right? Oh, the Rico said, cool. You'll find out eventually. Tiny J said, it depends what at Tiny J, FGFG said, depends what I do want to know. Some decks are for collections. That is true. I've seen some decks that are really, really nice, that are like $100 with beautiful artwork. The thing is, do you really want to like take it out and like mess it around? The thing with like, oh shit, I can't even talk. Hang on, let me drink some water. That is true. Some decks are for collections. Some tarot cards are just so nice that you don't really want to take them out of the box. You're just holding it up in the light and just admire the artwork. And you end up using like the cheapest deck possible because you don't want to ruin it. Tiny J said, I guess FGFG is very powerful. Yes, he is. Okay, you should consider getting a reading from FGFG. You need to pay him a lot of money to do that, but you should definitely get a reading from FGFG. Okay said, what's the reason the fairies were surprised by my energy when we first met? They are just surprised that you are, so experienced and aggressive, Aaron 666 said, it sucks. Tiny J said, oh, FGFG said, Tiny J, heart. That's great. Okay, said, I try to calm your energy, Dion, to make you breathe more freely. Oh, thanks for trying. But it is really the air quality in my room right now because I have to turn off the fans in my air purifier with all the incense and candles going on in the background. Thank you for helping me, though. Much appreciated. I see some new messages on IG. Let me just finish reading off the YouTube screen here. I do have some checks. I do have some decks for use for public reading. That's great. Tiny J said, Dion, are you okay? Please take care. Oh, I'm doing fine. It's just like too much smoke in the background. It is. This is what we do as Black Magician. Thank you for caring, though. Okay, so I hope you can breathe better. Yes, I can definitely. Dion, I do include your name in my daily prayer to my spirit guide. Oh, wow. Thank you, my friend. That's much appreciated. So let's see what's happening on IG. On IG, Cersei said, do you believe in starseed, reptilian? Do you believe in soulmates or twin flames? And Rico said, what offering should I put on my altar for the fox goddess? All right, so for Cersei, do you believe in starseed and reptilian? Um, a little bit. Well, we're all starseed. We're all starseed, right? Every one of us contain elements that were once um, came from a supernova, because our solar system, the sun, even in its immense heat, cannot fuse atoms that is beyond 56 in atomic weight. So the heaviest element that our solar system can create is iron. But the periodic table goes up to like 260 something, right? I feel stupid if I'm wrong, but all the elements that are heavier than iron came from an exploding star, because only in supernova does it get hot enough for any elements to fuse beyond iron. So, and which in our body, a lot of these elements are heavier than iron. So yes, we're all starseed, technically, because we contain elements inside our body that were once an exploding star from at least, let's say, at least 5 billion years ago. So I hope I answered your question, Reptilian. I'll keep an open mind on that. You believe in soulmates and twin flames. Um, so there are different things, I guess. So I guess like for some people they are soulmates. Um, I don't know if that is a good thing though. They are more like remnant. They're more like remnant from a past life entanglement, and their issues to be resolved for soulmates. And twin flames technically came from an event so traumatic and tragic that your soul is split in half, and twin flame is the other half of your soul that was split from you. So twin flames and soulmate are kind of different things in theory. I do believe in soulmate. I do believe in twin flames for some people, but if you don't have a twin flame, if you don't have a soulmate, it's not necessarily a bad thing. And just don't force it. You don't have to. I feel like sometimes you are bind by this concept of soulmate and twin flame, that you are not open to different kind of relationship, and that you're searching for something that is not there, while you are abandoning all the good relationship that you could have had, but that are kind of shorter terms. Or if they don't fit a certain mode of a soulmate or twin flame, you kind of like let them go without fully exploring the potential for this relationship. So that's the caution sign I would post. So what offering should I put on the fox goddess? Well, it depends on what you wish to accomplish, Odoro. So that is a good question. A lot of people ask what offering they should put on the altars. Um, it really depends what you wish to accomplish, right? I think I've told this story before. Um, like a while ago, my spirit guide Jeremy asked me to go to Sephora and buy some lipstick. I put it on her altar, and then later it turned into this product that is very well reviewed on Etsy. A lot of people brought the Magick lipstick, and that was from me putting my offerings on her altar. So I guess I put something valuable on an altar to start with. If able to put some food and put some liquid on it, such as water or Coke or alcohol. Oh, the ones that you can legally put on it, or it's called a sympathetic offering. So if you want to manifest a certain things, you want to put that thing in its energy form on the altar. Let's say if you want a BMW, you put like a toy BMW on the altar, and then put some valuable on it for energy and put some food on it for energy. And then you'll find that the opportunities to buy a BMW will start showing up into your realm. So it may not manifest as a brand new car popping up into your driveway, but you'll find opportunities to buy one, even though it may not exactly be what you know. Maybe what you want is the race car M3, but you got like the entry level BMW. That's fine. Um, oh, hey, yeah, Cersei did get the Magic lipstick from me, and so did Rico. She just brought it. I haven't made it yet. So please share your success story, my friend. So Cersei said, thanks for answering. Okay, so I have to scroll up further. Cersei said, I heard twin flames are extremely rare. Soulmates are more common. Thanks for answering a lot. You said make a lot of sense. Well, if it happens to you, it happens to you, right? So I won't say it's rare. I won't say it's not rare. Some people met their sweetheart in high school, and then they were with the same partner until they're 90 years old. So that's great for them. But we also don't want you to feel ashamed if you have multiple partners throughout your life. That is also perfectly acceptable and works for a lot of people. Cersei said, I really love my magic lipstick I got from you. That's great. Yeah, please share some of your success stories. Oracle or Odorico said, Cersei, what result did you get from it? Thanks, Dion. That makes sense. I remember that. Cersei said, I had a lot of love, romantic interest coming at me. Odorico said, amazing. I'm excited. Cersei said, I still have them. I still use them. That's great. What comes in that package, Cersei, some crystals. I still cherish them as well. Hey, those are supposed to be surprises. All right, let's see what's well, thank you for sharing. I love it. Magic Boy Hong Kong has joined. Oh, hello. Rico said, I had twin flame at one point in my life. It was exhausting. Yeah, tell us about it, Rico. Okay, let's see what's happening on YouTube. On YouTube. Okay, so what kind of vibration do the furries have, Dion? And also, all appreciation for the help you're giving by answering my questions. FG, are you doing tarot readings? Twin Flame Fairy sounds like the most stupid for me. Soulmates are okay though. Hey, to each his own, right? FG, with money or free. Oh, I think FG charges a lot of money. FG said, I prefer using oracle cards than tarot. FG said, okay, I think you don't really need readings. You can ask your spirit guide. That is true. Tiny J said the example of BMW is good. Yeah, I actually manifested a BMW. So, do you want me to really tell my story? Yeah. All right. Everybody click yes if you want to hear the BMW story. So, okay, said FG, I would like one reading on something that is very specific. Do you have Discord? Michelle Ang said, share your story. Yes. Okay, fine. All right, let me just. So, what kind of vibration do the fairies give off? I mean, they are Greek pagan gods. So, they're happy to hear from you and happy to receive your offerings. All right, so everybody likes the BMW story. All right. All right, I'll tell the BMW story and then I'll read off the IG new comments. Okay. So, yeah, back when I was in back when I was in high school, I was like the idiot that doesn't have a car, right? So like my parents, everybody got the car because their parents bought them one, and they got like new ones and the shiny ones, right? And I'm always that kid that needs a ride from somebody, and that's not good. Um, I guess I came from like I went to like a preppy school, like a private school, and like all the kids there are like rich. Like I'm still I still find myself accepted despite I don't have a lot of money. Like nobody like discriminate me for being poor, but like you know, I still want to be with one of to be one of them, right? So like the friends I had are like pretty bad to think about, and their parents are also bad, right? Like I have a kids whose parents would call us not by our names, but the kind of car we drive. Like, for example, if Michelle drives like a let's say a Toyota Supra, right? That's a nice car. Like this guy's, he's a parent too. He's like 50 years old. He will call you by Supra. Like he won't call you Michelle. He will call you Supra. He will call this guy BMW. He will call this guy like Mercedes. Yeah. So like I guess like there was a big car culture in Toronto at the time, right? So like so I really wanted a BMW just to show everybody, right? I guess like BMW at the time was like a nice car. And yeah, so I built like a model, like one of those toy models, those plastic models um, that you have to glue together, and then I turn it into a egregore. Like I speak it into existence. I gave it a name, and then said, one day you're going to show up on my driveway, right? So long story short, I realized that BMWs are really not that expensive in the used market. Uh, Brand new BMW, even though they're really not that expensive, they're like a little bit more expensive than a Honda, right? And most people, when they get a first car, they get a Honda or they get like a Toyota or like a Ford or whatnot, right? At the time, like a brand new Corolla is like $20,000. So I was like shopping and looking at like used car magazines. I was working in security guard too. And then one day I found like and then my strategy was I don't want to buy an entry level car. I want to buy the highest end car because they experience the most depreciation, right? Like a brand new luxury car, when they got drive off the lot, they're going to lose half the value. So you really find the best value in a used luxury car, and also the owner takes much better care of the luxury car than their beater car, right? Yeah. So long story short, I found a old BMW. At the time, it was like 12 years old when I brought it. An old BMW 7 Series, the highest possible, the most expensive one at the most expensive class of BMW. It was like a luxury class. Oh, and also I had like I went to a job interview and I had to borrow my dad's car, and the guy wasn't impressed. That adds to some of it. And I was doing sales work too, and I hated showing up to a job with like a beater car because as a salesperson, you kind of want to exude some kind of success and authority. And I rented like a Chrysler before. It was like a really bad beater car, and people look at you funny, right? And so I ended up finding a BMW on the newspaper for $7,000 Canadian. So it comes out to about $5,000 US at the time. And yeah, so and my first car is a BMW 735i. So it was a very nice car, nice looking car. Nobody ever asked how old your car is. They just saw BMW and they think I'm rich, even though my car is like less than a quarter of the price of a new Corolla. And I was popular for a long time. People want to ride in my car. So yeah, so that's my BMW story. I have created a model of my BMW. I put my energy into it, created egregore to find out my BMW, and then I think it was like 6 months from me creating egregore, I ended up having the car 7 Series, top of the line. And I was still in college too, so when I tell my friends I just brought a BMW, they were like laughing. They were like, oh, "So what does BMW stand for, right?" And I was like, "No, it's a real BMW." And they were like, "Whoa!" And they were thinking, "Oh yeah, it must be like the cheapest one." I was like, "No, it's the highest end one." So that's the story. I hope you like it. But yeah, if you were to buy a car, I would highly recommend to buy like a used luxury car. That is the best bang for your money. I don't know, like cars in Singapore are very expensive too, right? In Singapore, in Hong Kong, are also very expensive because of the tax. Like you tax it like 100% or more on like private cars. All right, so let me go back to IG. Let's see what people has to say on IG. Although Rico said I had at one point in my life, it was exhausting. Really, tell us the story, my friend. Cersei King said, oops, sorry. A lot of disagreements, not a lot of trust, and confusing. When I looked for my boyfriend, I kept an open mind. I really didn't look for a soulmate, definitely not a twin flame. Cersei said, I would like to hear the story. That's great. Yeah, so I told the BMW story. I hope you guys like it. Cersei Rain Kane said, I attract romantic interest, but no one that I seems to resonate with. So living solo, life celibacy now. Odo Rico said, I see. Jusen, how are you doing, my friend? Cersei King said, well, that's cool how you attain the BMW. Odo Rico said, what determines what color what you choose? What do you mean? What color of BMW? I got like a quote unquote gold color, but it is just like the one that is available. If you buy a used car, you're not that picky. So yeah, so I'm sorry that your twin flame is a kind of confusing. Twin flames are not may not be like your best friend. They could be the split polar of you. Like Satan will be the twin flame of God. What kind of lipstick? Oh, I would just look at your photos, and I would decide what lipstick best suits, what color best suits your purpose. With my experience as a photographer. Michelle Ang said, haha, nice manifestation. That's great. Yeah, it was a good driving too. Because I don't know about driving in Singapore and in Hong Kong. We have to drive really vast distance in North America. So if you have like a underpowered car, it's going to be really troublesome in the highway. With the BMW has like excess of power and was just really smooth on the highway and enjoyed it a lot. And yeah, and okay, I guess in Germany. Sorry, I can't even speak today. You guys have like the autobahn, right? You guys could drive as fast as you want without any hesitation. Oh, and my car. I know I love talking about it. Once you guys got me started, okay. It has like it was before electronics, it was before ABS and things like that. It's like everything is like machined, everything is hydraulics, and you can really feel the road, right? I really miss that car. Like not an ounce of electronics in the car. Everything you're pushing through the machines, and you're really in touch with the road. These days, it's all drive by wire. Like when you turn the steering wheel, when you touch your gas pedal, you are not actually controlling the car. You're controlling the electronics that sends the message to the car, right? But like with my old car, it was like brilliant. Like you can really feel the road. You can really feel the machines. Oh yeah, I miss that car. All right, on back to IG. What the Rico said, I see. Cersei said I tracked a karmic or maybe TF, but I think he was a karmic and he was extremely cruel. He spiritually attacked me and took several healings to remove the entities he sent me. All past life and are not good. Or Rico said, I want to eat the street food in Singapore, Taiwan, Shishu, and Taiwan. Yeah. I love that, man. I would love to go around and eat street food. Or Rico, if you're in the US, you're just like me, right? Like we don't have any street foods. Like we got nothing. The best street food we got are like hot dogs or like falafel if you're in New York City. Or the Rico said street food in South Korea was a miss for me. Oh no. Well, I guess, I'm sure you can find a street that you like. Cersei King said, I'm so sorry. Or the Rico said, yeah, past life people can end badly in my experience. That is very true. Thanks, I appreciate that. Or the Rico said, I like mapo tofu. Nice. Do they have that in? I remember when I was University of Toronto, there was like a food truck that serves mapo tofu on rice, and it was very popular. It was like a Chinese food truck. Or the Rico said, I tried to go to NYC and go to such Chinese restaurant. Hey, any recommendation? Yeah, I always wanted to go explore when I go to NYC, but when I got there, I'm always so tired and completely exhausted. I'm usually there for work, right? And then I just end up crashing in the hotel room and then go outside and get falafel at one of those trucks. Tiny J said, I want a car too. Hey, plan for it, right? It shouldn't be that hard to get a car. I guess in Hong Kong, it's kind of problems, like troublesome to own a car. Like it's hard to get gas. Like it's just not a driving culture in Hong Kong, I suppose. It's hard to get maintenance. But I guess you can drive it into China, right? And then you can use the highway system. You can go far. I know people that could drive, all the way from Hong Kong to Beijing or into like the Western Desert and things like that. So, FGFG said, I think transportation is good. That's great. Aldo Rico said, I also like Mala hot pot. Yeah. Do you like hot pot? Does everybody here, can we have a vote here? Are we in consensus that we all like hot pot? So there's like hot pot place in Cambridge. It's all you can eat. It's only like $30. It's like my favorite place to go to now. Oh, the Rico said, I walk out with orange around my mouth and the peppercorn in my teeth. Oh, that's nice. I take the hour train to NYC. Oh, yeah, okay. I guess in Greenwich, it's like very close to NYC, right? So it's just a short train ride for you. I have to take the Chinatown bus. Well, I'll stop taking the Chinatown bus now because they have like better options. But have you heard of the Chinatown bus that takes you from Boston to NYC? Yeah, they drive crazy. Like I was on one of those Chinatown bus that goes to NYC, and we got a speeding ticket. Like I was sleeping, right, and then I woke up, and then like there was like police giving us a ticket. That's what I like, drive as fast as you can. Is it for Harvard students? It's for everybody. It takes you to South Station, the Chinatown bus. But there's like a nicer bus that leaves from Cambridge. So I've been taking that from now on. Yeah, but you can take the Chinatown bus. It's just cheaper. It takes you from South Station to Chinatown, New NYC. In the older days, it takes you from Chinatown, Boston to Chinatown, NYC. But it was just a big mess, and then they forced them to take in passengers on South Station. I mean, if you are like students and you don't mind the rough riding, then take the Chinatown bus. It was for $10. I think they may have raised the price a little these days. FGFG on YouTube said, I think transportation is good, but not necessary to have a car. But most importantly, I can drive. Oh, you should take lessons. It's not that hard. I think in Hong Kong, you guys have like such good public transportation. There's no need for cars, right? It takes longer to park the car than the train ride. Tanya J said, actually plans to get a car. Oh yeah, what kind of car are you looking for, Tanya? And do you have a driver's license, Tanya? FGFG said, it's summer. I don't want hot pot, although sitting under AC. Oh yeah. Well, the best part about hot pot, it was all you can eat. So I like that. Okay, back on IG. Cersei King said, what are your thoughts on blood offerings to spirits? Hey, Aaron, are you still there? Aaron has a lot to say about blood offerings. Oh, the Reiko said, oh, I see. Cersei King said, you recommend always do lesser banishing ritual before evoking a spirit. So let me answer Cersei's question. So blood offering is only good for a very specific kind of ritual. If you don't know what you're doing, or if you're unsure about offering blood, then don't do it. There's a big discussion on the occult community. I may have said this before already. You don't want your spirit to get too attached to your blood. They may develop like a bloodlust. Like, I can always offer more money on my altar. I just need to work harder. If they want more food, I can give them more food. If they want their own apartment, I can get them their own apartments. But if they want more blood, I can't give. It's only a limited amount of blood I can offer them. Or sometimes the spirit will start taking the energy form you offered. So like, maybe they want to do a certain things, and I haven't put enough money on my altar, and they will just temporarily take some money out of my account to give me my wish. It was chaotic for a time, but that's okay. I can live with a little bit less money, but if they decide to take more blood from me, it's not going to end well. So that's the story about blood offering. So like, unless you know what you're doing, then I would say hold on to blood offerings. There are other ways to do it. And I've done this a long time, and, I've experimented a lot, and there's no evidence to show that blood offering is better than any other kind of offering. and to do lesser banishing ritual. I think if you're a beginner, you want to do a lot of banishing rituals to clear off some astral parasites. And the higher you go, the less banishing rituals that you do, because you just you're comfortable with the chaos, right? Like if you don't do banishing rituals, there will be the portal will be kind of open, and there will be a lot of random events that happens in your life, like a lot of chaos. But as you become more adept in your occult practice, you can handle the chaos, you can handle the spirit, and if shit do hit the fan, you can clean that up. You know which spirit to attribute that to, and you take that crazy mess that the spirit make, and you can decipher what kind of directions he was trying to lead you to. So as you become more experienced with black magic, you would naturally feel the less need to banish the spirit. And also, like, you just evoke the spirit, right? Like, you spend all the time and you spend all the work to invite the spirit into your life. And, after 5 minutes, you banish them, that doesn't really make sense. And also, high-end spirits that we work with, like Satan, Lucifer, or even like angels, they are not susceptible to banishing rituals of any kind. Like Satan will do whatever he wants. Lucifer will do whatever he wants. Like there's no way for you as a black magician to banish all these higher level spirits. You might as well live with them. Like they may play along. Okay, if you want me gone, I'll gone. But like, yeah, there's no way to banish all these higher spirit that you evoke anyways. So all the rituals at Hong Kong everywhere is walkable. Yes, that is great. So it's like Manhattan, right? Well, I guess in Boston too. And other rituals that in most Asian cities is walkable. CO was a blast. Okay, that's great. That's great. Yeah, I guess in North America it's not really walkable. Unless if you're like in a really small town and you just walk outside to your grocery store and then you come back. I guess Uberable, right? If you are, I don't know about Greenwich, but in Boston it's Uberable. It's not that expensive. So it's cheaper to just ride Uber than own a car. So back on YouTube, FGFG said, I don't want hot pot in the summer. Well, yeah, I think I've replied to that. It's nice. It's all you can eat. And also, like hot pot food, you actually know what you're eating, right? If you just go into a restaurant and people serve you a plate, you don't know what went into the food. You don't know how it was prepared. At least in hot pot, you prepare the food yourself. You can see the food in raw form, and it is not like chemically composed as like a bite. FGFG said only offer blood when it's a big issue. Yes, that's true. Tiny J said just want a normal car first for practicing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's so many Honda Civics and Toyotas, and get a Prius. That's good for gas. Hey, hello, Summer. Good to see you. So, Summer, you've missed the abundance spell at the beginning of the session, and we are both on IG and YouTube at the same time. So, if you hear me reading off a comment that you don't see on your screen, that is because I'm reading it off the other platform. So, how are you doing, Summer? So that's great. We have been going on for an hour and 15 minutes. This is a good discussion. We have a Summer said, good, good. This is your season, my friend. This is summer. Summer meets summer. That's great. So we have a good discussion going on today. We've covered a wide range of topics. I've told my BMW story. Yeah, and Summer, you have missed the BMW story. You have to like listen to this podcast again to hear how I manifested a BMW when I was like 19 years old. Yeah, so we have a lot of friends joining us today. I didn't think they will have this much attendance because it's a sunny day outside. Yeah, so Summer, how's it? What's the weather like at where you live? Is it like nice and sunny? I guess it's really hot at where you are, right? Hot and humid. Summer said, I'm in Florida and it's very hot. Wow. Is it like hot and humid? Very much summertime. I love your name. So this is summertime. It's all you for the next 3 months. It's going to be all you. Is it like hot and humid where you are in Florida? I've never been to Florida. I almost went to Disneyland, but there was a conflict. And I think I've told this story before. So my friend got me like a lifetime pass to Disneyland or Disney World. Yes, it's humid, 100 degrees, haha. I'll be at the pool today. Oh, that's nice. You aren't missing much. Oh, I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun in Florida. Do you get a lot of alligator where you live? And a lot of poisonous snakes? I heard like living in Florida is like living in the safari. You guys have a lot of wildlife where you are. Well, Summer, you know I'm in Boston, right? So everybody here knows I'm in Boston. So up here, I guess like in Boston or in the big city, we barely see any animals. There's like a parade of turkeys, though. Like there's a family of turkey that parades around. Other than that, so we have some jackrabbits, wildlife. We used to have like a lot of feral cats. I guess like the animal control got to them, but it was really nice when there was a lot of neighborhood cats. They always come up to me to say hi. So the time is approaching 1 hour and 55 minutes. So we had a good discussion going on. We have a wide variety of topics, which is great. You have friends from all over the world. We have friends from Europe, friends from Asia, we have friends from the United States, covering a lot of lifestyles. And it's good that we Black magicians get together and see what each other are doing in our own lives. And if you have questions, ask them now or wait until next week. And Canada, that's true. Cersei said, and Canada. So I'll leave. We will plan to end this chat in about 2 minutes. So if you have any last minute things to say it now. Tonight is a good chat. That's great, FG. Thank you for you being here. Thank you, Tanya, for always being here. Thank you, Michelle, for always being here for all my live casts. Very much appreciate your support. If anybody is still left, from Aaron from before, you guys are always here for me. Thank you so much. Summer said, thank you, Dion. I missed it. Yeah, sorry for ending the stream so quickly for you, but it is archived on YouTube, and you can go on YouTube and find all the past live casts. And when I have time, I'll clean up the audio on the hypnosis part, and I'll put that out either as a product or put that on YouTube, and everybody can enjoy. Cersei said, thank you for answering my questions. That helps. Oh, thank you for being here, my friend. Always good to hear from you. And good to see that you're doing so well, my friend. And so, yeah, and with that, so we can end this on a good note. Let me end the live stream now. Summer said, perfect. I watch it on YouTube. Okay, yeah. Always good to hear from you, Summer. And come earlier next week, and then we can chat. So let me end this stream right now. Everybody have a good week. This has been Father Dion's Power Hour. For those who didn't heard the news, I'm actually a licensed priest now, and I guess this is ministerial work. And back in there used to be a show called The Padre's Power Hour. The Padre is like a minister, but for all denomination, and then every Sunday he's going to give everybody like a power talk, right? So this is my version of Padre's Power Hour. So good discussion today. Tanya, good luck with buying a car. Hope you can drive me around someday. And I'll see you guys next week. Ciao.